kick off this shindig.
All right. Hey, welcome y'all to our 11th episode of Rusty Knits.
Howdy, folks.
It's also our final episode with the name of Rusty Knits.
That's right. And you know, we need to say up front here that we are having
Cheers.
Adult beverages or
Clink.
beer. You know, that's not very adult.
Because we were just on a Zoom Halloween bingo game.
Yeah, and we're freshly jazzed up from that.
We
So,
are.
enjoy. Apologies.
But we said we were going to film this a few days ago, and we haven't yet. But now we got to hurry up and get it in.
We have to do this. This was back to back.
Because it's time to announce our new name. But not time yet in this episode. We're going to get to it.
If anyone's on the fence about whether or not to do Fiber Hustle bingo, they should sign up. And sign up early. Because it's a nice thing to look forward to.
And it's a great way to meet new people.
Yeah.
So, on our episode today,
Yes.
first I'm going to talk about, I took a little trip for my 60th birthday, which is this past Thursday.
Yeah, he just turned 60 2 days ago. He takes time off every year on his birthday.
From my job.
I am not that kind of person. I work on my birthday. I think it's another day. I like getting a present.
But you're an artist. You don't
it's
get
another
paid
day.
time off.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I don't know when enough is enough.
So, I visited a yarn shop in Austin, Texas. So
Yeah.
we'll have some video for that.
Yeah.
Then we will do our acquisitions. We will do our FOs and our whips. And then we will have our new name announcements. And I don't think we're even going to go through any comments this time. We're just going to do the names because that was comments. So we'll get there.
Okay.
Okay.
And we wore costumes to the bingo, and
Yes.
so these are. I'm in my. Well, I'll talk about it later.
Yes.
I'll talk about it later.
We'll both talk about it later. But here we go.
Okay.
All right. So first, because I needed to get just out of town, I needed to get out of these four walls with this COVID, and I needed to be safe, and I was safe. I took a little trip around Texas, and first I went to Austin.
With his mask on everywhere.
Yes, I wore my mask, not this mask. I wore a mask that actually would protect me and other people from my nose and my mouth. But this is rather Frida-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
I stayed in a hotel in Austin, just a few blocks away from the yarn shop I visited. And once I checked into that hotel with the guy behind the counter, behind plexiglass, I never saw anybody else again while I was there for one night. Even got into my room, put my bag down, went back out to get food. When I went back out to get food, the guy behind the counter disappeared. There was nobody there. It was cool. I was like, this is safe. And then I drove on to Houston the next day. And I stayed with a good friend
Bill.
who has a guest house out by his pool. So I never had to go into his house, hang out with him in his house. I stayed in the guest house. He stayed in his house.
That was Bill that I made the pillow for.
Yeah.
In the first or second episode, I showed the Bill pillow. That was where Hampton stayed in Houston.
And he just opened a brand new gallery that just opened this last weekend. So I got to... He gave me a private viewing.
Bill Arning Exhibitions.
Bill Arning Exhibitions, yes. We might show a few pictures of him standing out front that I took, and just a few pictures of the art inside. That'd be nice. So it was a good time, and he made dinner each night, and we sat out on his patio.
And he is not especially a cook. He has a nice kitchen, but he's not a cook, but he's learning to do it. He's doing it more than he used to before.
Yeah. He's originally grew up in New York City. So he moved to Texas 12, 13 years ago. He had to learn how to drive. He had to get a car and learn how to drive. and he did cook some before, but sure, he ate out a lot. But now that's kind of on the wayside because of what it is for all of us, right?
But you just needed a way to get out of your routine.
I needed to get out of my routine. I needed to give you some space to get ready for your show. And,
but now that was a week and a half
yeah,
that you were on vacation, and he always has time off on his birthday, like I started to say. So he had a week off,
right.
And it's usually the fair is going on, so you can
Right.
usually go for a couple times, take photos, look at the sculptures, look at the
right.
butter sculpture.
But there was no state fair this year,
Right.
so
Yeah, they tried to fill in with a drive-through. You could drive through the fair and get the food, get the corny dogs and the curly
Right.
fries and all that, or tornado fries.
I was also supposed to take a trip to California this year and visit my brother and his husband, but
Yeah.
that got canceled. Hello, pie. So I needed to take a little trip
I'll let you do what you want.
right before my 60th birthday. So I did that this week. And then we had our birthday. We had a nice little day together, and it was good.
Yeah.
So while I was in Austin, I visited the Hill Country Weavers.
Is this our field trip?
Yes, this is the field trip now.
That I didn't go on, but
No, because I was on a trip by myself. And so I went into Hill Country Weavers. Stacy from Yarn and You in Farmersville suggested that place, and it was great. It was like a house, and every room had all these different yarns, and there was a really big training room or teaching room. But as one person said to me while I was filming, she said, "But we haven't had classes for a while." But of course we can't, we understand that. But if you'll see these videos, we got all the different yarn, and I had her show me
those naturally
she showed me all the yarns that were dyed locally, and she has somebody who's dyeing yarn for her. That's called, and you'll see here on the label, HCW.
Oh, Hill Country
Hill
Weavers.
Country Weavers.
Hill Country
So it's
Weavers.
dyed for her.
Hill Country Weavers.
Yes, it's a great place. And so I did get some yarns there, and you will see those coming up.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to go there because I have just been amazed by how many indie dyers, how much, and
All around Texas.
probably so many knitters out there already know this, and I'm just coming to the party late. But I love this community and how many people are involved in spinning and dyeing and coming up with patterns and stores and just knitters and enthusiasts, and then of course there's tatting and sewing and weaving and felting and, so
and this Hill Country Weavers, they do when they're fully in operation, they do teach all of that, all knitting, crocheting, weaving, spinning, and felting, all those things together.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed being there at that store and seeing that and spending a night in Austin. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, this one too. Look at that. Oh.
So,
What's next?
moving on. We have now come up with, since we've did our name contest.
So are we gonna? When do we reveal? Are we gonna wait till later to reveal our winners?
Yes, we're going to wait to reveal our winners.
But maybe we'll reveal our.
Right now, we're going to do number 3. Our third place winner is now the name of our segment for acquisitions.
Okay, so let me do. If I can cut this out, but so our first 2 winners were within 1 vote. We had 2.
Yes.
We had 2 that stood out. Our third place wasn't in contention, but he was far above the others. We kind of had 3 names that stood out above the others.
We did.
And we wanted to have a clear... So on our third choice...
Yeah. And going along with my visit to the yarn shop,
Yeah.
let's now show y'all our
Yarn, y'all. Okay. So
Okay.
our third place winner for the name was Yarn Y'all.
Yeah.
But
and we'll finish.
I don't need
getting
to
back that.
explain that again.
You don't have to explain it again. So,
Thanks, Chip and Aaron, for all the libations that you served us.
right. Everybody's going to think we're really whack on this issue.
Yeah,
this
well,
episode.
because we are.
So, I got 5 skeins at Hill Country Weaver. Down there.
Am I sitting on
No,
it?
they fell on the floor underneath the TV cabinet.
Oh.
And as I got these 5 skeins, and she said, "Do you want them in a bag?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I don't want to just carry 5 skeins out in the car. And she's like, "Oh, I'll give you a project bag." So
we got a bag, but it's also a backpack.
it's a little backpack project bag. And look at what it says printed on the front. It says, "Even at a distance, all you knit is love." Hill Country Weavers.
Oh, you.
And
Is it EW?
you, yes. And see the sheep are in masks too, because it's 2020, y'all, and we're all in lockdown or lock up or
But that's cool. I've never seen a bag
social distancing.
it expands as a drawstring bag, but it's also a backpack. I thought that was cool.
Let's look at the yarn.
Okay,
y'all.
so stay focused.
Stay focused.
This is like work now.
I know.
Stay focused. So,
It is yerk.
what do you want to see first?
Well,
You want to? Is this? Oh, and
I
this
loved this one.
is.
This
And your
was-
mom will never see it, so let's just talk about it.
It's a sport DK. Beautiful, beautiful colors, and they do look like they're really showing up well here. It is actually, it's called Maiden Hair, Handmaiden Fine Yards. That was a little scary to me these days, but whatever. It's a 67% silk, 23% kid mohair, so very soft and not itchy at all, and a 10% nylon, so that would help.
This is the
with
most
socks.
expensive skein of yarn I've ever seen.
Yeah, we won't even mention that. But it's hand dyed in Canada.
Oh, right. Your mom might not want to hear that.
No, I don't want her to.
I can edit that out.
She doesn't need to know that. No. Because then she won't wear them. She'll think they're too precious.
Yeah. We got her some glasses years ago, some hand-blown
From the next door
glasses.
neighbors. They made them next door.
And we drink with them all the time.
We'd use them
Every
every
now and
day.
then one breaks and it's awful.
awful.
But, you know,
We have tons more in the cabinet.
how good are they to never use
Right.
and never to enjoy it?
What's saved for best? Aren't we best?
Yeah.
Be best.
Use your best.
Use the best.
Be
best.
besting, use your best.
Right.
Okay, we
Okay,
are messed up.
Another skein of yarn. Oh, I loved this. This is a weird color choice for me, I know. But it just stood out. It just called my name.
It's called predictability.
Called predictability.
But it looks like it should be called black cherry or
it's
something.
Suburban Stitcher. Hello, lovelies.
Yes.
And it is a merino DK. 100% superwash merino. I love those little black spots in that. It does look kind of like a cherry or something. So that was lovely. Next, here is the one, the Hill Country weaver that is dyed for them. Almost all the yarns they had were whites, creams, beiges, browns, and grays. They kind of just were a range of those colors. This is 100% silk, and oh my god, it is so soft. Some of the others were cotton, 100% cotton.
Why do I try?
I don't know. That's why I haven't been trying.
Okay. 100% silk. This is so...
Have another sip of beer.
This is so wonderful. Okay, put these together, because these are going to go together someday.
These are going to go together. So both of these are also from the Suburban Stitchers. They're both sock weight.
75 merino, 25 nylon.
Superwash merino, yes.
Superwash, okay.
And this is a yellow with some orange spots and some gray.
It's called curry.
Curry. Oh, yeah, it looks like curry.
And this one is called Granny Square.
Yeah. And that one it's grayish, but it's also got some orange and red and green just mixed in there.
Lots of little flecks of color.
Yeah, it looks, and they're showing up really good too.
Yeah,
This
the
one-
focus isn't good, but the color is really good here.
Yeah.
And then this is curry.
Yeah, that's not focus.
No, but you can see the color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're kind of, yeah. And so you're going to do something with those together.
Yeah,
like
I
do
think
some
these would be some
stripes.
really nice striped socks.
Two skeins would
I
probably make
love
two pair,
these.
wouldn't it?
And this is all Suburban Stitcher yarn.
Yeah.
Well, 3 of them are. So that was... I'm glad you went on the trip and brought back some souvenirs.
And brought Rusty presents back for my birthday.
And your mom. But you know, when you
Oh, yeah.
when you buy yarn, you're kind of buying yarn for yourself because you get to knit with it. You're buying for the person that you're going to gift it to.
Right.
You're buying for the local community, the
Right.
small businesses around you.
Yeah.
It feels good to buy yarn.
It does.
To buy
And
things from your
this shop
local
was wonderful. You could tell that
LYS.
they were very attentive to all the customers that were there. Everybody had a mask. There was hand sanitizer by the front door. They were very helpful to the other people that were in there. And you could tell those other people that were in there, the other shoppers, they come often. I could just tell by the things they were saying to each other and the questions they were asking. So it was very cool. I enjoyed it.
So that
We'll have to go back.
That was our Or yarn y'all.
Yarn Y'all. Yes, it was.
Okay.
But then also, as new acquisitions, this little stack over here.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I want to talk about it because Rusty gave me.
Did you say it was your
Yes.
Sweet 16?
60th. Sweet 60th.
Sweet 60th
We started
birthday?
the episode with that, yes. Okay. So here we go. So Rusty gave me some presents that he got at So Let's Quilt It. So he got me a patterns for an open 2.0 bags, which will come in handy because you'll see my FO here in a minute. And
The ends are kind of have an extra flap. They're kind of pleated at
having
the
an
end
actual
and-
pattern is going to help for sure.
Yeah. I thought you might be able to just learn some different styles of bags.
And here is fold and stitch patterns for holiday ornaments. So I'm looking forward to doing some of those coming up that y'all will see in the next few episodes because the holidays are coming. The holidays are coming.
And the thought of
Actually,
some
with Halloween, the holidays are here, y'all.
the thought of some indestructible ornaments are good with cats around.
Yes, with all of our cats. Okay, here's a more pattern for some more bags. Somebody said, I showed somebody the bag I'd made. They said it was like a DAP bag. I guess like a men's shaving kit bag. But these would be good little project bags for like socks or a hat. Just smaller bags. And then also a pattern.
I got 3 bags.
3 bags, redwood tote. So this bag is a larger bag. It's got a zipper pouch on the front, a zipper across the top. So I'm looking forward to looking at patterns actually and how to make something.
Yeah.
And then he got me this, which takes me back to my early days of sewing
Yeah.
stuffed animals. So this is a kitty cat because we don't have enough cats in this house.
Wait, you're covering me.
Meow.
This was a store, Sew and Let's Quilt It, that we showed in another episode that has all the animals everywhere. And
Yeah.
I just got one as a trial.
But he got me all these fat quarters too, and they're lovely. I'm not going to open them all up, but this one...
Here, let's open that one.
No, I'll open that one up. It is gorgeous.
Oh, you broke the seal. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Look at that.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Come on. So I'm looking forward to doing... I love using fat quarters. I mean, I can cut them up and make smaller quilts out of them, or
pretty.
I can use 4 fat quarters and make a bag. And
K facet.
yeah. Here is another K facet. This one is just really a repeating pattern, which is quite lovely, of flowers on a brown and gold. So I've been collecting a number of browns, golds, so I can do some fall themed quilts. And here's another K facet. If you've seen one of his latest books, these, what looks like geodes, is often used in his latest bags and pillows. And then this mod K facet, I love that. Like fans. Open that up a little bit more, just to see.
Yeah, and those green spots, the kind of the centers,
Yeah, turquoise
really
color.
turquoise,
Yeah.
really jump out.
I really
I don't know if
love
the
that.
colors will work, but and then this would work well with it because it's greens with the pinks next to
I
it.
love that. Little fan pattern.
Yeah, and with this next to it,
Yeah.
I mean, they're really different, but one has a green and pink, and one has the pink and green,
Right.
and so that could really be interesting.
This one is really cool too. I do have to open this one up because And the butterflies. Butterflies with like a fleur-de-lis.
An orchid or something?
An orchid or just a fleur-de-lis.
Pitcher plant.
Yeah, with butterflies. I think that I love those colors. Very springy. And again, with the same kind of color, but just like birch trees, but in blues and greens. And I have some more wood-looking ones. I think that'll look good with. And then some more cactus, which I love these too. And I have a number of cactus prints that they will end up going all together into a larger project. So those were my birthday presents from you, plus going out to eat. Thank you very much.
We kept a grab bag. He had made a tote bag, and I didn't have time to wrap everything, so I carried around the tote bag with me, and every hour or so I said, okay, time to grab a new present.
Throughout the whole day.
So he kept reaching in, and it was fun. Okay, so what's after your birthday?
Next
what
is
could possibly
finished
top
objects.
that? Okay.
So we'll start with you and your...
Oh,
what you're
cowl.
wearing.
Yes. Okay. I am sporting the Ruth, maybe for me it's Ralph Bader Ginsburg.
Or Rusty
Cowl.
Bader Ginsburg.
And I did this because I needed a costume for bingo, Halloween bingo. But
Winter is coming.
I'm going to keep rolling. It's my first cowl ever. And it's my first mosaic knitting. And the pattern, which is called the Dissent cowl, I forget the designer. I'm sure I'll put it up there.
Yeah.
Says that it was for, what was it? DK weight. And I didn't have time to go to one of my favorite yarn stores. We were at Joann's, and I knew it was going to be short on time to knit something. So I went ahead and got weight 4 instead of the 3 because they only had 4. So it's a little bigger than, I went up on needle size 1. So it's a little bit big.
The yarn was really inexpensive too, getting it.
Well, it was $8 a skein. It wasn't the cheapest ever. But.
Well, no, but not like some of these that we buy at these local yarn shops.
But I got some comments that it looks like high Tudor or something, and that it looks very royal. And I definitely see the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but I like the Tudor aspect of it. And I wore it out one time, and I realized that it works really good.
You wore it on the patio
as a scarf because
cool.
Here in Dallas, we are having our first couple cool nights, and cool meaning 50s. It's so cold.
It's winter temperatures. Oh my God! It's time for sweaters and cowls.
But oh wow, maybe I do need some more cowls
and
because
mittens, gloves.
This is a very interesting, useful.
Well, now you look like you're in Dune, like you're the Haberash.
The Kwisatz Haderach.
There you go.
Put your hand in the box.
No.
What's in the box? Okay.
I love that. Okay, and so I have a finished object, which gave me some problems. And it's not beautiful, but you don't necessarily have to see all of that. But it is a little project bag with
I don't remember seeing
zipper on top. What?
You never showed me that one.
I just finished it today.
Oh my God, I didn't know you did that.
You didn't.
I never seen you do a zipper like that before.
I wanted to do one, and that's why these patterns you gave me will help.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see. It's pumpkins and black cats.
A different lining fabric.
On the inside. And so it would hold a, socks. A couple of balls of yarn with some DKs like you do.
Yeah, you could do socks.
You could get your circular needles.
Yeah, socks, a hat, easily. You start a shawl.
Or you could do like me and fill it with Halloween goodies.
Oh, Reese's.
Reese's. Those are for you. And here's some peanuts.
Yeah, I don't know about with beer though.
No, not with beer. And I happen to really like the...
Trick or treat.
I really like those shortbread cookies.
So, yes.
It's trick or treat.
So where'd that come from?
What?
The candy.
From the store.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make it.
You bought Halloween candy. You know we're not going to have trick-or-treaters.
This is all the Halloween candy we've got. That's it.
Okay.
There's one Reese's. There's those 2 bags of peanut butter M&Ms that my mom sent us.
We don't need to be putting on more COVID pounds.
No. In fact, here's my other, and I'm considering it a finished object. I needed a Halloween costume that I made myself. So I had this plus the veil that I can't really see through, so I took it off. But it made me be like,
Mysterious.
and like a sugar skull, and like I've got the ofrenda over here with the candles. The ofrenda. Where you do the altar to your dead relatives and friends.
Oh,
and
the
stuff.
offering.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it's called. It's called an ofrenda.
ofrenda.
Yes.
You know I can't roll my R's.
That's right. So I just whipped this together this morning. It's just like a shell of a shirt, and I will be. It's too tight. I made it the largest size with the pattern, but oops. I guess I got too many COVID pounds since I bought the pattern. No.
You just started it this afternoon.
I started it this morning.
I don't think that excuse works.
So this is I'm wearing it for now, and then it's going to get cut up, and it's going to be used for quilting squares.
Right, because I love the fabric.
I love the fabric.
The
yeah.
sugar skulls.
But it's just like
It's a tunic.
yeah, it's cool.
Does the pattern
for
have
today.
arms in it, or?
Yeah, the pattern came with arms, but once I put together the body, I realized it's not going to fit. So arms aren't going to do me no good. So I put it together with this T-shirt that I took apart and put with it. So there we go.
There we go.
That's my finished object. So now we're on to whips.
Okay, see, I've
Whip
lost
it.
my.
Whip it good.
I lost my
Episode 11.
episode 11. We're at episode 11.
Yes.
I cannot
Formerly
believe that.
known as Rusty Nuts.
Yes, and we well,
So what's your whips? Oh, you don't have them with you, do you?
I don't have them with me, but I showed them last time, and you know what? I'm going to show a good picture of them as we're talking.
Yes.
But the bee socks, the beehive socks, and I had first seen them. Stacy at Yarning You.
Oh yeah.
Had her example, and she was one of the test knitters, and then on Ravelry they've got her. She's one of the highlighted socks up there that you see, and she had said a couple adjustments that she made, and I am quickly giving what I had said last time. So I showed the pattern of the bee, and I'm turning in 4 directions because Stacy kind of inspired me to do my own thing with them.
Right.
And so they're facing each of the 4 directions on each half of the sock, and
So you have 4 bees.
I have 4 bees.
One
and I'm
bee on
losing my
each
train of
side of your
thought.
leg.
Yes,
And you have them going north, south, east, and west.
that's right.
There you go.
And I have some mohair honey-colored yarn that I
Yes.
got at McKinney Knittery
Uh-huh.
that I had used in that slip stitch hat. That I'm using to kind of act as pollen. So a couple of the stitches I'm duplicate stitching over it, and it looks like the bee has been collecting honey, and so I'm having fun with it. I like playing with my knitting, and so that's ongoing. And I'm on the second sock about halfway through, and then I am still working on my artwork.
Yes, and it's needing to be wrapped up because it's almost time to deliver.
And I should have had it done, but I've had to switch to some painted paper piece that I'm working on.
Right. Get that
because
done too.
that one also has to be framed. So now that one has to be done first. So I don't have that progress to show, although I've made a little bit. I've been working on the seams on that piece.
Right.
But that's my works in progress this time.
Yeah. And I don't have any works in progresses. Works in progress.
One thing that I didn't say on Yarn Y'all on acquisitions was that right before we started our bingo a few hours ago, and then this episode, I got a delivery.
Oh, that's right.
That I've been waiting on, and I'm so excited.
So excited. You haven't even opened it yet.
I'm so excited. Oh, look at my gut.
Don't point it out, dude. Cut that out. So anyway, this is actually more, let's say it, this is more Yarn Y'all.
So, does anyone know what that means? Mystery Knit-Along 2020. Stephen West. I am doing the Mystery Knit-Along, and I'm behind. He puts out video clues. So each section of the shawl.
You have a show to get ready for.
Each section of the shawl. Yeah, I can't touch this. I can't touch this until after I'm done with my show. But it's going to reward me for doing all the, for getting my work done.
Right.
And I'm going to open it here. This has been sitting here. It's sat there through bingo, but I cannot wait to see. I forgot the yarn that I ordered because I ordered the full kit. Oh. So each week or however often, he puts out a video clue of how to knit the next section. Oh. And he has suggestions of whether you use a contrasting color or what kind of, how the colors are related. And you make your decisions not being able to see. It's almost like Exquisite Corpse. You don't know what the finished thing is going to be like or what inputs you'll receive.
You're right.
I know. I
can cut myself. I don't need your help.
I know. Oh my God. Oh, I remember these. I love these colors. Okay, so. Oh, I got to take them out of here.
What's that other bag? Is that a project bag? In the
yeah,
bottom?
They sent a project bag. Do you want to pull that up?
Oh, sure. Oh, it's two.
Oh, it's two of them.
West Knits.
Two little, really heavy-duty canvas bags.
Heavy-duty canvas bags. Yes.
And then this yarn.
What are the handles? Yes. So.
And so this is, it's by Stephen and Penelope. It's by and they put together kits. Some of it's their yarn.
Dance to
some of the colors that you would, some of the color combinations you would get would have half of theirs and half of other dyers that they work with. This is Life in the Long, I don't know, Longeess, LONGGEASS. I don't know. But it's got kind of this mint green. This kind of mustardy yellow.
And those are colorways. I see other little spots in them and stuff.
This kind of rusty, dark.
They're looking
red,
pretty
brown.
true on here too.
Yeah, and this kind of really gray, dark. It looks a little bluish, but it's gray brown.
These are definitely your fall colors.
I know. I can't wait to see how the suggestions put these together.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. And it's fingering weight yarn. It's, oh, this one's called Baroque. 100 grams. 100% superwash merino. It comes with probably, an invoice, of course.
Cha-ching!
I did buy this. This wasn't a gift.
It wasn't a gift.
There's no excuses. I didn't have to have this. I wanted it. I had been looking at Stephen West on Instagram forever. Oh, yeah. What is this little thing? I hope nothing broke off. Oh, that's his foot. So here's a needle sizer in a polar bear form.
Oh, that's cute.
And a little foot, a crossbar that you put on. And I think I got a second one.
One for each bag.
I didn't buy the cheapest set of yarn, so I don't know. Maybe he put in an extra one. Oh, an extra polar bear. Along with a sticker. A mystery knit-along sticker.
All right.
So anyway, I have been. This was supposed to come Monday, and it's coming 2 days early. So.
Oh.
And it came from Amsterdam. You know, I had looked him up on Instagram, and I thought he's from Tulsa, and maybe he is, but this is actually coming from Amsterdam.
Isn't Amsterdam like Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Oh, indistinguishable.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyway, you don't want to watch me pack this up.
Right.
Because I'm so... Here we go. Don't step on it later.
So, it is
that's
time
awesome.
for our new name announcement.
Oh, right.
Are you ready? Is
We had a
everybody
contest.
ready?
Wait, I need a new beer.
Okay.
I need a new beer.
We'll pause.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll pause. Don't do anything funny, then we can't edit it out.
Okay, so our new name. So, should we start with, since we've already revealed number 3?
Okay, yeah, so did I say, so we had 3 that stood out.
Yes.
Number 3 was Paul Barnes.
Paul Barnes with
Yarn Y'all. And Paul had multiple entries.
Yes, he did.
And he also did Yarn It, Darn It.
Yes, he did.
And I
liked
loved that one too.
Yeah. It was a good runners-up. But so Paul will get a... Paul is not a knitter. And so we will let him choose a yarn, and you will be making him something with that yarn.
Yeah, we have a number of skeins that we've bought throughout these episodes that I still have here, and I'm looking forward to using. But I'm gonna go ahead and let the winners choose something from the yarn. So we'll be in contact with Paul, and Paul is not a knitter.
Paul actually sent us his suggestions via Facebook Messenger because he's one of our very close friends. And we have Zoom happy hour with Paul and a few other friends every Thursday.
There was no prejudicial treatment,
Nope.
preferential
Y'all
treatment.
voted for him, so thank you very much.
In the voting. But yes, people seem to really like Yarn Y'all. And we want to use it, so anyway.
We're going to use it as our segment
He
for
gets a
new
prize.
acquisitions. Yes. And then our number 2 place, second place, was... Drum roll. Is...
Scrooby-Doo.
And Hampton 2. Which will probably now be our... byline or
byline, whatever the right word is.
Our second title.
We liked that so much that just has to be part of the title, and we'll explain that in a second.
And obviously
Not
you all
now.
liked it because it actually lost by 1 point.
Yes, it was 1 point difference. I'm sorry, this is so cool.
And that Scooby-Doo and Hampton 2 was submitted on Instagram by our good friend in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Liz Kerrigan.
Liz Kerrigan.
Thank you very much, Liz. We love Liz. We love Liz and Mo.
Liz had given us a skein of yarn earlier in the season.
Yeah.
In the season, like we're on season 1.
In the season of
Rusty
COVID,
Nets.
she mailed us a skein of yarn from a local dyer in the Santa Fe
Yeah.
Taos area.
Yeah. That has really, it gets thicker and thinner, and we really have to figure out, I have to figure out a pattern that I can use with it.
Right. And so we will be sending, Liz is also not a knitter, so we will also be having her choose a skein of yarn that we've got in stock, and Rusty will make her something.
Right.
Because
I don't
we
think
will
we
be
said that with Paul, but
Yes.
but for the people that aren't knitters, I'll let them choose a skein of yarn, and I'm gonna make them something from the skein of yarn.
And we'll be seeing Liz and Mo next month when we go to Santa Fe for your show.
Right. Well, I haven't talked to her about that yet, so it might be news to her.
We'll still see her.
Right.
Yes. And the winner by one vote
By one vote
is
envelope.
and what the show will be named from now on.
The Artful Stitch.
Yay! Thank you to Tracy from Curly Seams for giving us our new name.
One of our favorite shows to watch is
Yes,
Curly
it is.
Seams, so it is so fun to have Tracy. Emma would have been great too, but someone from Curly Seams won.
Right.
And so we have to talk to them to see if they want one of those skeins of yarn. They get the first choice. They're the first winners, and we'll go to second,
Right.
and then we'll go to third. And so we'll see what they want. I want to talk to them because I have some yarn that I think that they might really want.
Yeah, I think we're going to go back to the yarn shop
If that's what they want.
and get some for Tracy.
If that's what she wants. I keep
Yes.
saying they. I think, but anyway, if that's what Tracy wants.
So anyway, thank y'all. Thank you all very much.
We have one more. We have one
Ah,
more. Not
yes.
so soon.
Thank them. So now we're going to have
our
Out of-
participants award.
we had 22 people give us suggestions. So we just
name suggestions.
named suggestions. And so we just named 3 of those people. So now we're going to give a special honorable mention prize. Another skein of yarn that we choose. We're going to send it to you once we contact you and get your address and deets.
Yeah, we just wanted to say thank you to all the participation. So these are all the people that entered names. Oh yeah, do you see our little? This is a Halloween setup. Do you see one of the sparks going on there?
So, Rusty, would you please put your hand in here?
So we have the names of all the people that entered,
Pick one for our honorable mention.
and I want to make sure they're all getting mixed in there. I don't want to leave anyone out. Okay.
Who is it?
Bernadette GT.
All right, thank you.
It was our number
Bernadette.
17, but Bernadette GT
Thank you, Bernadette.
also gets a choice of a skein of yarn.
All right.
And so we'll figure out how to make some connections here.
And we want to give away one more honorable mention.
So we're going to do one more honorable mention?
One more honorable mention, yes.
Yes.
Because this person gave us huge comments.
This should be the
whole
most...
songs. He wrote lyrics to famous songs to match up for our show.
YMCA, Ren and Stimpy, I hope our camera's okay. Simba, don't mess with it. But this
Itchy
is
and Scratchy.
Itchy and Scratchy, theme songs, intro, monologues. We have a plethora of Simba. He starred in the last episode. He's itching to get back into the next one.
So let's hurry up and get it done before he next fucks the camera over.
So this award should be called the most enthusiastic commenter award.
Yes, definitely. 'Cause we
Goes
also
to
got a lot of comments and a lot of name suggestions from
Kitten Wah
with a whiplash.
with a whiplash.
Thank you very much.
We have thoroughly enjoyed your comments, and I really wish I could sing some of them. I wish I could turn them into a quick little video segment. Perhaps
you'll work with us.
Perhaps you'll want to be a guest star sometime.
Yes.
Through Zoom or other means.
Of course.
And but we just have to honor that somehow. Simba, don't knock over our camera.
So we should wrap this up now that we are leaning over.
Yes. Okay. Before all goes sideways.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end
of our new show called An Artful Stitch.
The Artful Stitch.
The Artful Stitch.
We'll get used to this soon, and I love the titles. I loved all the entries. Yeah. Ours was we entered No, so I was going to say Sit and Knit a Bit by Arning and Carlos. No, ours was Knit and Zip It. And
Stitches Bitches.
And Stitches Bitches. We had two in there, and we only got half an entry by Paul.
So that's good.
Detroit Knitting Bear. But
so thank you all very much. Thank you for watching our show.
Wrap it up.
If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Click on notifications so you'll know when this episode goes live.
We like likes.
Give us comments. We love you guys. We love this community of knitters, crocheters, yarn people, wool people, felters, everybody.
Yeah. We love the comments. Weavers. So, anyway, we didn't list comments this time, but we got the essentials.
With the name. So, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And we will see you all again in a couple more weeks. Another fortnight or so.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
not wearing a mask while I'm driving with you.